Friends, this is a fakie bar spin. Roll backwards towards an obstacle, and as momentum shifts from reverse to forward, a rider, me or you, will hop, sling the bars around. If I had to classify it, I would call it a beginner to like just getting into intermediate tricks, but mostly something that you do at the end of like a bigger line just as the cherry on top as a way to like flex your bike control skills, if you will. Not being like a guarantor of the history of it, but I would say it was popularized by like Eddie Cleveland, Ian Schwartz and stuff in the first few low-tech mixtapes videos. And since watching those in my younger BMX days, I have always wanted to be able to do them. And it sort of makes sense that it would be something I could do. I can roll a bike backwards pretty competently, and bar spins are a trick that I'm pretty comfortable with in a variety of scenarios. Like this way, or even just hop bar spin. But to this day, all these years later after watching that low-tech mixtape, I have yet to do a fakie bar spin. And today, I'm gonna try it.
Now, I have this lovely ramp at my disposal, yes, but the transition's a little steep and aggressive to be trying this on. And it just so happens that Angela has a scheduled surgery in Windsor that I have to stay local for, and Windsor has this little skate park plaza with this very inviting looking bank.
So we are gonna go there.
Though of course, upon arrival, it being January, there's this issue of ice and snow.
So, after 2 hours and 45 minutes of trying to dry this entire skate park out just to get access to this somewhat friendly fakie bar spin bank, I think it's, I'm just gonna ride it at this point. It's not dry enough, but I'm gonna ride it. Well, that didn't really go the way I was kind of hoping it would. I sort of picked this trick because I figured I'd have it done, like, not the case. Here we are a week later, my voice is messed up because I'm trying to get over COVID, which I got. And to steal a line from one of my favorite shows, Ted Lasso.
Well, here's an idea that's gonna help a little or hurt a whole lot.
Mike Brennan at Merritt sent over a set of their Battle wheels with a free coaster rear hub, which is not something I've ever ridden. And the difference between having to back pedal while rolling backwards and now being able to just keep my feet level is going to be something that's going to take a little time to get used to. But I think I'll be able to do it. Now, there's been a number of things stifling my progress on this throughout the month, and swings and weather are no exception. So some days I'm relegated back to the garage on my steep ramp trying to make this work, as well as balancing the production of my other shows. And throughout this session, I was just trying to do anything that felt like progress. Even if it wasn't right, I still wanted to do something that made it feel like I was moving along. And the progress I was hoping for kind of came from an unlikely source. While I was shooting for my show Tinker Tuesday, messing with my dirt jumper, did a couple rollbacks, and they felt good enough that it made sense to attempt a Fakie bar spin on a dirt jumper.
Okay, this is kind of bizarre, but for some reason the bigger wheels, like the longer wheelbase, like feels a little bit better. I'm thinking it's in my head, but maybe that doesn't matter.
There's an annoying mental barrier that you slowly creep up to when trying something new that just needs a good smash to get through. And once you break that barrier, the next attempt feels a lot more natural. Then maybe you think you've got it dialed. And hurt your finger.
Ow.
And have to lay down for a minute because you don't like getting hurt like that. But generally, once the mental barrier is broken once, the next outing moves along a lot quicker, which is wildly motivating.
Feeling good about this. I'm gonna do it. Really frustrating knowing I can do this, but I'm not doing it, so I'm gonna give myself the confidence by doing them on this like little bank here. Okay. Okay, so as Mike Boyd says, doesn't count till you can do 3 in a row. Let's do 3 in a row. 1, 2, 3. They are not pretty, but 3 in a row, that counts. They're just gonna get better and better and better from here. I think as the cherry on top, I have to do it in a line, and then I can leave, and I can just kind of like have this in my bag of tricks now. While it's not absolutely perfect, like I said, it'll just keep getting better. So I think a little line, maybe do something over there, hop onto this box, 180 off, and then finish off with a Fakie bar spin here. So, I really hope you enjoyed this video. It is the first installment of a new monthly series that I want to start here called I'm Gonna Try It. I'm not a particularly naturally talented BMXer. It takes me a little longer to learn stuff, and I want to document the amount of effort that it takes for me to learn some of the stuff that I gave up on when I was younger. And my hope is that can be motivating or relatable for some of you who want to start doing something, and it's just demoralizing seeing all these bangers after bangers get posted onto the internet regularly. And of course, I have to take a moment to thank you, Mike, over at Merit for sending over some parts, especially the free coaster wheel set that honestly, I think made this go a little easier. If you, faithful viewer, are looking for BMX parts, please check out Merit in the link below. And if you're not a faithful viewer and you're into this kind of stuff and you want to see it once a month, why don't you hit subscribe? And then this video will be over. Yeah, okay.